Hi guys, we've just picked up the keys to our latest buy-to-let project. This one actually took quite a long time to complete, but I think that's just what it is these days. One of the best things about this property is actually that there's quite a few exits with it, or quite a few potential exits with it. It's on a really nice plot, and there's plenty of potentials inside. This is just the initial video, walk around, seeing what needs doing, and then send it to our builders to get some quotes. Ashley will walk you through it and discuss what needs doing. 1 second.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. It feels like it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It has been a while, right? Step in. I'm going to walk you straight in.
So walk through the plot.
Watch out for the dog tree too. So, as to discuss, there's multiple exits on this one. So you could potentially, well, you could definitely do supported accommodation in this property, but it's not something we're going to do. You go for a buy-to-let, a standard family home, which is the plan. To be honest, potentially given the area and what's around, you could push for planning for a professional HMO. I reckon that could be an angle, but obviously that's only left to, as far as I'm concerned, the more experienced investors and the people that know what they're doing.
Just going to do a quick spin around.
Yeah.
So
Huge front garden. If you could potentially get another drop curb, you could potentially have parking on this side or on this side, but you can already see.
and we've also got a drive of
Yeah, so you can also see we've got the drive here. So you've got a paved drive. What? Squeeze 2 cars onto?
potentially.
Potentially. A couple of minis.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Garage, we're going to there after, won't we?
Yeah.
So straight into the garage. So
Nice double front doors.
again, we sourced this property about 6 months ago too, so it's taken this long to actually go through the process. So as a lot of you investors will probably know, between when you've had the offer accepted and you're going through conveyancing, generally you might not see the property for a long while. So me and Two have just come here and been like super pleasantly surprised by what we need to do. I mean, front doors, brand new, won't need to do anything here. This door here could either get painted or we could get it replaced, but again, you've got the UPVC double front doors there, which are good. We've got a new consumer unit, which is a couple of years old. You can see it was installed in 2019. So a little bit of a tidy up in here. Again, not really much. Take off that old alarm. Don't think it's working. Tidy up a little bit. Let's first walk into the kitchen. So into the kitchen, no lights working, but you can see we've got spotlights. We've got some old tiling and a bit of cladding, which we're going to get rid of. But the kitchen units, they're bang on. They look near enough brand new, to be honest. We've got a couple of broken drawers, but otherwise everything is in good condition. To be honest, we wouldn't be far off being able to just move somebody in straight away. There are a lot of landlords that would. We wouldn't, but we wouldn't be far off.
Yeah, I think the vendor she's actually said she's gonna watch what we do with this project. So sort of keep an eye on the videos to see what our plans are. I think she's actually recently renovated.
You can definitely tell. So we're into the garage area now. There are a couple of spots where there are some leaks, but there's an ensuite in here. So the plan is to turn this into a bedroom stroke second living room. Again, the kitchen's fairly small, it's quite narrow, it's functional, it's good for a family, but having this sort of extra space to either use as a bedroom or a dining room, study room would be great.
And that's just future proofing it.
Exactly.
And there's not a lot of 4 beds
in this area. Have a look up there too. So you can see that there's quite a bit of damage to it's a flat roof. As you guys probably know, flat roofs are gonna have that kind of damage, so we've got at this. Ultimately, we just renew that ensuite. Into the back, just a lot of labouring. There's a lot of weeds, but again, it's not a huge garden, but
perfect for a buy-to-let.
It's functional. It's low maintenance. We're not gonna have to worry about things too much. You can see out here. So brickwork needs kind of cleaning up and looked at. That's obviously not a great sign, but I think I've seen it in a couple of places around here where the lintels don't look great, but we just tidy all that stuff up. That stuff there, I wouldn't say it's too much of a concern, especially if we are doing the garage conversion, but it's something that will need to get looked at straight away. Into the living room. Again, we haven't got a lot to do. It's purely cosmetic. I'm just looking at sort of the plug sockets and seeing where they're located and how many they are. So we've got 1, We've got a double there, a double just behind you two. We've got another double here. Let's be honest, for 2021, we're probably going to need a couple of more double sockets in here. We will get rid of this because it's old, basically.
It's taking up space as well.
Yeah, it takes up quite a bit of space here, so we get rid of that. We tidy up the floors, and ultimately in here it's just going to be a paint job.
But that's really nice. That's going to add a lot of value
Opening
to
door
families.
to the garden. And again, like I said, me and Sue are presently surprised because sometimes you can come to a property like this and the door's off its hinges, it doesn't work, there's a lot to do. We don't have to do anything to this, which is perfect. Right, let's have a walk upstairs. Again, all I've shown you so far is just cosmetic stuff apart from the garage. Now heading upstairs again, have a look around. The walls look fine. There's no issues with them. I believe the vendor was living in here until the other day.
Or tenant.
Yeah,
Okay.
tenant, sorry. Walls are all fine, no worries.
Not sure what that is.
Not sure about this. Yeah, this is... It's horrible. It's like a plastic. Yeah. It's a brick effect.
Oh, okay.
It probably was trendy at some point.
Wow.
Somebody tell me when this was trendy. It's not trendy now. We're going to get rid of it. This is actually quite weird. It's like it's just stuck on.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is just stuck on. It's like a sticky paper. Right, all good. It's going to come off anyway. We're not keeping it. But again, in this room, you can see we've only got one double socket in here, which isn't sufficient for a bedroom in 2021. So we will need to do some remedial electrical work to get a couple of new sockets up here. Also, little things. This is what some landlords don't think about. We haven't got any sockets up here. So for me, I'm thinking when someone's up here hoovering or cleaning or just needs a plug out here if they want to play their music, those are the small things that you need to think about if you're looking at long-term rentability for tenants. Quick look in here too, bit of a storage cupboard which is always needed in a family home. So plenty of storage there, you can put toiletries and toilet stuff and towels. Bedroom 2. So this bedroom has got 2 double sockets, so we would want an addition of at least 1, if not 2. The room's perfect for us really. Things like this radiators, we will potentially change, or we just change the valve, so we've got the individual TRVs.
These are all right, really good size.
Good size rooms.
Beds, yeah. Normally you got like a crappy third bedroom.
Another decent sized bedroom, but again, problem just behind you two is that we've only got 1 double socket, so again, we will get a couple of more double sockets in each room just to make it a lot more functional. Again, potentially change that radiator or just add a new valve and TRV. I think you can have a look at here too, which I showed earlier on. You'll be able to see the flat garage roof, so you can see where it's collecting water. That will obviously need to be rectified ASAP, and you can see quite a bit of remedial work. So ultimately, we will just go and replace the whole of that roof. Fiberglass roof, 15-year guarantee, won't have any issues. So apart from that, we've got the kitchen, the doors.
Yep, new doors throughout.
New doors throughout. Again, we're not going to go crazy on it. But new doors throughout. Bathroom again. Very surprisingly, it's fine. The only thing we would probably add is either a thermostatic shower or we add a electric shower there. Again, we're going to be doing some remedial electric work, so we may just put a power point in here. Have we got an extractor in here?
Place all these.
We'll also add an extractor, a mechanical extractor in this bathroom. But other than that, the tiling is all right. I don't mind that too.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. But again, we have a look at how it sees. But to be fair, I think it works quite well. And ultimately, look at this bathroom. You know, the taps are all good quality. The sink, everything. We probably won't need to do much at all. So yeah, I think the biggest decision that we've got to make on this one here is we just have to have a little think about if we are going to convert the garage. I think from what me and Tu have just said, we sort of 85-90% decided on we that it just makes sense to future-proof it. So we could leave it now. We could do a bit of a renovation, a light cosmetic refurbishment, and potentially it's only going to appeal to somebody that wants 3 bedrooms. Whereas if we make the 4th, it can be used as a living room, as a bedroom. We can do whatever we want with it.
Cool. So that's the initial walk around next week. Well, maybe 2 weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Progress.
Okay. Hope that's helpful. See you guys.